welcome to my channel. Today it's very exciting because we're going to be trying out 3 new releases that I just couldn't wait to get my hands on. I purchased these products. We're going to be doing some swatches, some comparisons, and let's just jump right into it. Wait, but before we do, if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to like my video, also subscribe to my channel. If you guys want to see more content from me, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Danieslvibe. Let's just talk about the 3 products that I'm very excited to show you guys. So first is the NARS liquid blush, and then in the shade Dolce Vita, and then also the NARS Undereye light reflecting brightener, and I have it in the shade Impossible Dream, and the one and only, the new Dior Rosy Glow blush in the shade Mahogany. Can't wait. I'm gonna start off with this Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I've already tried all these products. I did a reel, and I'm just gonna tell you, I'm in love with everything. This Hydro Grip Primer, it was my first time trying it as well, and the reason why this is like a cold favorite for a lot of, beauty content creators. Like, I've heard people talk about it nonstop, how it's hydrating and how grippy it is, and it was never something I was interested in because I thought I have very oily skin, heavily oily skin, and I just heard hydrating and grippy, so I was just immediately thinking that this product was going to be very oily, very just not work well with my oily skin. And I try to shy away from hydrating primers because my skin just gets really oily. Now this does have an intense tack. You do have to let it sit for a little. I say like 3-5 minutes. Or as you're working it into the face, it kind of, sets down as well. Yeah, I really do like it. I'm definitely going to buy a full size because this product, is so good. Like, I really love it. The packaging is so cool. Let's move on to the new releases. So we're going to start off with the NARS Light Reflecting Under Eye Brightener. So this is supposed to be a brightener, but I got it more because I saw this shade in particular, and I was like, okay, I want something like a corrector, and this is perfect. It has a really nice peachy undertone, and let me swatch it so you guys can see it. This formula is very creamy, and that's the shade. So as you guys can see, it's a very peachy tone, which is going to be perfect to cancel any darkness that I might get under the eye. And this formula, compared to their soft matte concealer, which is one of my favorite concealers for really high coverage, this is a very thin, it's a thinner formula, and the finish is, I would say, soft matte as well. It's not like a dewy, it doesn't give you like a dewy finish. Let me just go ahead and put it on so you guys can see it. Guys, I really did like this formula. It's so good. Let's see. Yeah, and then I just love the shade and how it corrects the darkness under the eyes. It's so good. And it's supposed to be a brightener, but for me, it just evens out my under eye. I love this. I do like a good brightening effect under the eye, but I already have a lot of, concealers that give me a brightening effect. I wanted something that was just going to cancel out the darkness under the eyes, and something that was going to be quick and easy, and this is perfect for that. Yeah, it really did a good job at canceling out the darkness that I get where I shave. But I really do like it. If you have similar skin tone to me and you want to get something that's going to correct darkness on your skin, you can definitely get this shade, Impossible Dream. this is gonna be a favorite for sure. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the Dior Rosy Glow blush in the shade Mahogany, and oh, it's so beautiful. One thing about the Dior blushes, these blushes, the mirror is one of the shittiest mirrors. It's like so blurry, you can't see it. I don't know. You know, I don't even want to talk about it because it really bugs me. But yeah, their mirror sucks. Let me swatch this so you guys can see. And guys, ooh, that feels creamy. I hadn't swatched it, so I used it on a video, but I hadn't swatched it. That feels creamy. Wow, the other one is definitely more powdery. Ooh, okay. So I was scared that this wasn't gonna work how I wanted it, how I thought it was gonna work, and this is the shade Mahogany. So it's definitely a neutral purpley brown, but on my skin tone it works as a like contour. It really defines my face, and it also gives me like this bronze effect to the skin. Let me show you guys. Actually, before we continue, let's go ahead and swatch the old formula. And they removed the Backstage name from the collection. And yeah, this is definitely more powdery. Let me show you. And I love this shade. So this is the shade Coral. And I love this shade. It really just freshens up my skin, brightens up everything. It's, you definitely have to build it up, but I really love this shade. So again, we're gonna be using this as a bronzer, no, more of a contour. And it just, this shade, you guys are gonna see, this shade is very unique, and I'm so happy it worked out how I wanted it to work out. And okay, so we're gonna start here, and let's see. So I'm gonna apply it where I want to contour first, and then as I go, I'll blend it all over the face as a as a bronzer. And doing that effect, it's like a 3-in-1 with this blush. It, you know, defines my skin. It gives me somewhat of a bronzy look, and then it also gives me a little bit of a flush. It's just such a beautiful shade. It's such a beautiful, unique shade, and I'm so happy Dior came out with this blush. As you guys can see, it's already giving me like a definition to my cheekbones, and it's also, you know, just warming up my face, but like in a blushy type of way. And as you guys can see, I dip my brush a lot, and it's just not intense. I am definitely, you know, placing it carefully and blending it very carefully as well, but it's working out beautifully as an all over color, defining my face, giving me a bronze look, and then also giving me some like color to the skin, like a somewhat of a blush. And it's just beautiful. I really do love this. This shade is just freaking perfect. And I was scared. I was gonna go with what everyone was going with, the rosewood, with the cherry, but I already have colors like that. I wanted something unique, and this is exactly what I was hoping it was gonna be. If you guys are interested, definitely don't be scared of the shade Mahogany. Now moving on to blush. Here I have NARS liquid blush. What are they called? The Afterglow liquid blush, and I got it in the shade Dolce Vita. And okay, let me swatch it for you guys. So of course I love NARS, such a beautiful shade, and I love blush, and I love a good liquid blush. So when I heard this was coming out, I knew I had to get one. I actually wanted to get all of them, but I stopped myself. You know, I ain't got it like that. But yeah, so it has no scent. None of these products have scent actually. So this is the shade Dolce Vita. It's so beautiful. And let me blend it out a little so you guys can see how it looks blended. Again, I already tried all these products. When I first applied, I thought I had over applied, but it blended out beautifully. I'm gonna do some comparisons to some other liquid blushes just so you guys can get an idea, and we can talk about the formula. So that's the Youthforia, but tonight this formula is a little bit thicker. It's more pigmented as well, and yeah, the formula is thicker, and the NARS is thinner, and it shears out really nicely. I love this blush. I use it practically every day. And here I have M Cosmetics Serum Color Drops. This formula, it's in between these two blushes, between the BYO from Youthforia and the NARS liquid blush. It's not as thick as the Youthforia, and it's not as thin as the NARS. And this one is more pigmented than the NARS as well. So the NARS is just a thinner, really natural type of blush. So you'll definitely get more pigment from the other, but I mean, this NARS blush is meant for me because that's the type of makeup I like. I like very natural, very lightweight type of makeup. So I'm loving this formula, and let's go ahead and apply it. Let me shut up. Let's see, see that's a big dot. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna blend with this e.l.f. dual-ended brush. And yeah, so right there, it looks very intense, but as you blend it, it blends out really sheer, but it does have this really nice effect to the skin. It's not radiant at all. They do have a radiant, what is it, their Orgasm shade. That one has some gold sparkle running through it. So if you want something with like shimmer, they have that option. But this definitely does not have any shimmer running through it. So it's not gonna be radiant. And it doesn't like feel sticky or anything like that. It does set down. I thought it was gonna, you know, I'm gonna just grab some from the swatch right here and apply some here. So we're gonna leave it at that. It blended out, as you guys can see, very nicely. It seemed like I had over applied at first, but it just gave a really nice flush to my skin. So pretty, so natural, very lightweight, doesn't feel sticky. It's a very comfortable formula. All right guys, and this is the finished look. Skin looks very fresh. Love how all the products played with each other. Starting off with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, definitely gonna have to get a full size because it's doing some magic to my face, because by now my skin would be looking dewy. So definitely picking up the full size. And moving on to the NARS Undereye Brightener. Really love the formula. Love how it canceled out the darkness on my under eyes, also from where I shaved. The Dior Mahogany blush. Love, 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 love. I mean, it's a 3-in-1. It's a beautiful product. Gives me definition, bronzes up the face, and also gives me just like this flush color. I can just use that and go. I don't even need bronzer, blush. I really do like that. I can continue and go on with that blush. Anyways, moving on to the NARS liquid blush. Love the formula, love how thin it is. Love the shade Dolce Vita as well. And yeah, love how thin it is. It doesn't feel sticky, and it doesn't feel like I applied anything, and it blends out really nicely. So really, this trying on new makeup, it was successful because all of these products are just, I recommend all of them. If you have any questions on anything I used today, comment down below. I'll be linking everything I used in the description box. Also, if you guys want to see more content from me, you guys can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Danieslvibe. And that does it for this video. I'm done with you guys. Bye.